Hello, everybody. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to a Monday, another Monday Mojo, right? And our Monday Mojos, for those of you that don't know, it's about giving you something to think about, giving you something to get off the square, get off your square, giving you something, a little edge in your day, a little edge in your week. That mindset shift that we all need from time to time, right? And it talks about, we talk about family, we talk about business, health, and relationships. But today, I'm in Texas, right? And I'm actually in San Antonio where they're having the final of the March Madness is coming to an end tonight, right? And so I had one more step to victory. I kind of like put that title together, right? One more step to victory. You have two teams that have weathered the storm, two teams that have battled it out all season long, two teams that I know for certain had a goal to be here, right? They didn't end up in the finals by accident. They didn't end up in the finals by not knowing exactly what they wanted to do, how they wanted to finish. They did not end it like life, like many of us in our lives. When we accomplish things and we do things that we never thought we could do, we knew what we wanted. We saw it in our mind's eye, in our hands before it happened, right? So anyway, so I was thinking about what can I talk about today that kind of fits where I'm at. And that's what the title is, right? So one more step to victory. And I'm going to leave you with this. Just frame up what my thoughts are around this because it fits into our life. We always talk about what do you do when life hits hard, right? When life is just like kicking your butt, man, you're doing everything you think is possible to make things happen. You're doing everything you think that's necessary, but there's always more to do, right? And when that road feels endless, man, one more stop, right? When that road is like, oh man, I can't take another step. I want to tell you one more stop, one more step can make the difference. It's one of our darkest moments, right? When we're in the circumstances around us, it's like, I'll give you an example. For those who didn't see the game, I didn't see it either, but listen to it. The first one, Florida and Auburn, Florida was getting their butts kicked most of the first half, right? And they were 9, 10, I don't know how many points behind going into halftime. But it's funny how quickly things change because my wife and I were watching that game and we were eating, and I could swear I just had my head down, chomping on something, and I look up. The tip-off started the second half, and I'm eating, and I look up, and the game was tied in no time at all. And then Florida went on to just spank them, right? Because and so why do you think that was, right? They went in, they made some adjustments, just like we do in life when we don't think we can take another step. They made some adjustments when what they thought was working, what worked, didn't work, but they reminded themselves of why they were there. That's what I believe, right? As an athlete, that's what we went through to get there, right? So anyway, they did that, and then they won the game. And then, man, the second game, the Houston Cougars and the Duke Blue Devils, right? Go Houston. Of course, I'm from Texas. And those guys, man, check this out. If you didn't see the game, I'm not going to do all the commentating around it, but they were getting their butts beat up to 3 minutes left in the game. I think it was about 3 minutes, but they had been behind the whole game. Sometimes it was high margin difference, and then sometimes it was short. They just couldn't seem to get it together, couldn't seem to close that gap completely. So here we are towards the end of the game. One of the stars on the other team misses a shot, and Houston's players get the ball, and this, they tie it up somehow, somewhere in that. But then the guy, here's the hit. The guy who went to the foul line was like a 50-60% foul shooter, like Shaquille O'Neal, right? In other words, he wasn't the guy you want at the line at the end of the game. Can you imagine? Millions of people watching. You're like a 50-60% foul shooter with all the pressure on tying the game and giving them 1 point head start, closing it out. So he drops the first one, bang, right? And then he stands up to the line again. He drops the second one. How many times did we stop shooting fouls at that point where we don't think we can make it? I don't believe there was ever a doubt in his mind that he was going to make those shots. Missing was not an option, right? Just like me showing up here, I'm outside in the spot. I'm not in my space, but I wanted to show up because I need to get better on being consistent on Monday, bringing you this message, right? Showing up on time so you know when I'm going to be, right? Anyway, and there's other things, but he dropped that second one. Bang. And they went on to win the game. So I said, when the road feels endless, I mean, they've been playing. They just played the game the day before or something like that and kept playing. So what are you stopping? What's stopping you from taking that next step, making that shot with your eyes closed, knowing that you can make it, knowing that there's no doubt you're going to make it. So if you're wanting to start that business and you've had some failures and you've had some setbacks, remember, success can't happen unless you fail, baby. Failure and success, they're opposites, right? You got to do one to have the other. And when the other one happens, you got to do the other one. You got to strive back to it. So it just plays back and forth. So, oh, by the way, I just realized, hey, for those of you that don't know, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm known as the Comeback King. And I got that name affectionately from helping people face their stinking thinking, overcome that stinking thinking, and find that purpose deep down inside that they knew they were meant to serve, and step into their greatness, man. So anyway, as I say this to you, remember this: every comeback starts with a decision. What decision are you going to make today that moves you forward? What decision are you going to stop making that holds you back? Right? And as I say, go Houston, as I wrap this up, don't mean to offend any Gator fans, right? Just, hey, I think Houston's going to get it. But just hold on to what it is, man. Get clear on what you want. Define the non-negotiable things in your life and the things you have to remove, the people you have to remove, and do it graciously. Sometimes you just have to do it however you can, but make sure you do it. So those that are in your life are fueling what it is you want and removing the ones that don't. And I'm going to say it one more time. Every comeback starts with a decision. What decision can you make different today? And guess what, man? You're closer than you think. Acres of Diamonds in Your Own Backyard is a powerful book. 3 Steps from Gold. Don't turn away now. So, I hope you enjoyed this session from Jeff Tyson, founder of Comeback King Enterprises, where we're speaking and coaching and consulting all around mastering that stinking thinking and not letting nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. I don't care what it is. You will not be denied. Do not let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. All right, hey, listen, got to run. Have a great day. Hope this helped. Let me know in the chat and in the comments when you hear this, and we're going to keep showing up. All right, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.